Last night, at exactly 11:42 p.m., a 72-year-old woman named Cheryl walked into her kitchen. She didn't feel pain, she felt a strange, heavy pressure, like a ghost sitting on her chest. She did what most seniors do. She told herself she was just tired. She reached for a glass of water, but as her fingers touched the glass, her hand began to shake uncontrollably. Minutes later, Cheryl was on the floor, staring at the ceiling tiles she had just cleaned that morning. She was alone. No one was coming. But Cheryl survived, not because of luck, but because of a mystery cotton technique, a specific medical secret hidden in a common household bottle that she used in the final 60 seconds of her consciousness. Most people over 60 make one fatal mistake when they're alone. They wait for the pain to get bad enough to call for help. By then, it's often too late. Today, I am revealing the 7 life-saving steps that saved Cheryl's life and could save yours. We are ranking them from the most basic to the #1 most powerful technique, one that study after study shows increases survival by a staggering 65%. If you are over 60 or live alone, the next 20 minutes aren't just a video, they are your insurance policy for survival. Pay close attention to tip number 2, the golden hour secret that determines if you'll ever walk again after an attack. Let's ensure you never end up on that kitchen floor. Every year, thousands of seniors face the unthinkable. They are at home, perhaps watching TV or reading, when the silent killer strikes. Statistics from the American College of Cardiology tell a heartbreaking story. A vast majority of fatal heart attacks in people over 60 happen when they are alone. Why is this? It's not just biology, it's psychology. Seniors often describe a sequence, a strange feeling, a pause, a delay, and finally, the decision to wait it out because calling 911 feels like making a fuss. This video exists so that your story doesn't end in a hospital record. Before we dive into tip number 7, I want to ask you a serious question. How old are you, and where are you watching from? Have you ever actually walked through the steps of what you would do if your chest felt tight right now? We are reading every comment because this is more than a channel. It's a heart health journal for our community. Tip number 7. The 45-degree survival angle. We begin with the most fundamental physical adjustment you can make. Position your body at 45 degrees immediately. When chest pain strikes and you suspect a heart attack, the position of your body can mean the difference between staying awake to unlock the door for paramedics or passing out in a position that cuts off your oxygen. Doctors call this the half Fowler's position. Why 45 degrees? Research from the Mayo Clinic discovered that when heart attack victims maintain this specific angle, their cardiac output improves by up to 40% compared to lying flat. When you lie flat, your abdominal organs push against your diaphragm, making it harder for your lungs to expand. During a heart attack, every molecule of oxygen is a lifeline. By sitting at 45 degrees with your knees slightly bent, you use gravity to help blood flow more efficiently and reduce the workload on your struggling heart muscle. If you are alone, slowly make your way to a sturdy chair or a couch. Prop yourself up with cushions. Avoid the floor if possible, unless you feel you are about to faint. The key detail many miss: never lie completely flat. This increases pressure on the heart and can accelerate muscle damage by 25%. Your body position is your first line of defense. Tip number 6. The cough CPR controversy and reality. Now, let's be clear. The American Heart Association does not teach this as a standard for bystanders. But cardiologists at the University of Pennsylvania have studied its effects for those who are alone and feel their heart rhythm failing. Imagine you feel your heart fluttering or skipping beats, and you start to feel that terrifying gray-out sensation where the world starts to fade. You have seconds before you lose consciousness. This technique involves taking a deep breath and coughing forcefully, so hard you feel it in your gut every 2 to 3 seconds. Each cough acts like a mini pump. It creates a sudden spike in chest pressure, up to 100 millimeters of mercury, which compresses the heart between your breastbone and spine. This squeeze forces blood out to your brain. You are essentially performing CPR on yourself from the inside out. The science is fascinating. This maintains minimal perfusion pressure. It buys you the 30 or 60 seconds you need to reach the phone or unlock your front door. Do not stop. Breathe deeply, cough hard, and keep the rhythm until the lightheadedness passes or help arrives. Tip number 5, the 30-second aspirin rule. You must chew 325 milligrams of aspirin immediately for 30 seconds before swallowing. Harvard Medical School found that taking aspirin within the first hour of symptoms can reduce mortality by 23%. But here's the secret most people get wrong. They swallow the pill with water. During a heart attack, a blood clot is likely choking your coronary artery. Aspirin thins the blood to help it squeeze past that blockage. If you swallow a pill whole, it has to go through your digestive system, which can take 15 to 20 minutes to reach your blood. If you chew it, the medication enters your bloodstream through the vessels under your tongue and in your cheeks. Chewed aspirin reaches peak concentration 3 times faster. You need regular, uncoated aspirin. Do not use enteric-coated or safety-coated versions. Those are designed to dissolve slowly to protect the stomach. In a heart emergency, we don't care about a stomach ache, we care about the heart muscle. Keep a small bottle of non-coated aspirin in your nightstand, your car, and even your pocket. It is the cheapest life insurance policy on Earth. Tip number 4, strategic cold therapy. This next tip is a breakthrough from the National Institutes of Health. This is a simplified version of therapeutic hypothermia. When your heart is failing, it can't supply enough oxygen to the rest of the body. By applying cold to the areas where major arteries run close to the skin, you are cooling the blood that is traveling directly to your heart and brain. Cooling the blood slows down your cellular metabolism. It essentially puts your heart cells into a protective hibernation. This can reduce permanent heart muscle damage by up to 38%. If you're alone, grab a bag of frozen peas or a cold, wet towel. Place it on the side of your neck. If you can, tuck packs into your armpits. This reduces the metabolic demand, meaning your heart doesn't have to work as hard to keep you alive. This buys the paramedics time before they can get to you before the damage becomes irreversible. Tip number 3, the 4 to 8 breathing rhythm. The way you breathe during a panic is usually shallow and fast. During a heart attack, that's a death sentence. The European Society of Cardiology found that this specific pursed lip breathing can increase oxygen delivery to your heart by 50%. When you exhale slowly through pursed lips, as if you're blowing out a candle, it creates back pressure in your lungs. This pressure keeps your air sacs open longer, allowing more oxygen to move into your blood. Furthermore, the long exhale stimulates the vagus nerve. This is your body's reset button. It slows your heart rate and counteracts the surge of adrenaline that is currently putting more stress on your heart. Place one hand on your belly. Make sure only that hand moves. If your chest is moving, you're breathing too shallowly. Deep diaphragmatic breathing is fuel for your heart muscle when it's starving for air. Tip number 2, the golden hour and the emergency protocol. We are now with the most critical time management tip. The golden hour is the first 60 minutes after the first symptom. If you get to a hospital and receive treatment within this hour, your survival rate is over 95%. If you wait 90 minutes, it drops to 60%. Here is your alone protocol. 0 to 5 minutes. Feel the symptoms? Call 911 first. Do not call your daughter. Do not call your neighbor. Call 911 first. 5 to 10 minutes. Unlock your front door. If the paramedics arrive and the door is locked, they have to break it down. That wastes 3 minutes. Those 3 minutes could be the difference between a full recovery and permanent disability. 10 to 15 minutes. Turn on your porch light. It makes your house easier to find. 15 to 20 minutes. Grab your rescue bag or a list of your medications.
Paramedics need to know if you are on blood thinners like warfarin or Eliquis. Tip number 1, the nitroglycerin miracle. We now reach the most powerful survival tool for any senior over 60. Stanford University researchers found that seniors who used nitroglycerin within 2 minutes of chest pain had a 65% higher survival rate. Remember the mystery cotton Cheryl used? It was the cotton ball inside her prescription nitroglycerin bottle. Nitroglycerin is a vasodilator. It releases nitric oxide into your system, which dilates your coronary arteries by up to 30% in just 30 seconds. It's like opening a 4-lane highway when there is a traffic jam. It immediately reduces the pressure your heart has to pump against. If you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or a family history of heart disease, you need to speak to your doctor tomorrow about a rescue prescription. It costs less than $20. How to use it? Place one tiny tablet under your tongue. Do not swallow it. Let it dissolve. If the pain doesn't stop in 5 minutes, take a second. You can take up to 3 doses while waiting for the ambulance.